Ken Trahan with Lenny Vangilder. It's our first NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNola.com. Well, it's getting close. Saints training camp. Rookies reporting, veterans follow, and hey, the offseason is officially over when that takes place, Lenny.
Yeah, I guess it is. We got a couple of teams have actually gotten underway. The teams that are playing in the Hall of Fame game have started their training camps. The rest of the NFL will report this week. It used to be kind of up to the coaches or whatever. It's all set in stone now in the new collective bargaining agreement. Basically, 15 days before your first preseason game, your teams report. So that's going to be Thursday in the case of the Saints. First practice coming on Friday, and as crazed as Saints fans are for seeing what's happening on the field, it figures to be pretty crazy out on Airline Drive this weekend.
No doubt, of course, full coverage here at SportsNola.com. Check in on a regular basis and a daily basis for opinions and for updates from what happens at practices. Many are open to the public, typically the morning sessions when they're outdoors, except for when they get moved indoors, and there's a couple of morning sessions that are closed to the public as well. But you can check SportsNola.com for all of the details regarding your chance to see your New Orleans Saints. With regard to your New Orleans Voodoo, they can still make the playoffs, amazingly. I mean, again, don't mean it to be disrespectful. Had their biggest crowd of the year. They played better against a good team in Jacksonville. Not good enough. But then again, when you're 5-12, you don't expect that if you win, you're in, and that's the case for them.
Winning in, that is crazy at this point. When you, like you say, you win and you're going to be 6-12 and headed to the playoffs. But it's the way things have broken this year on the. In the Voodoo's conference, and a chance. It's, again, like we talked about last week, that's what you play for when the year starts. You want to be in a position in the last week of the season to win and be able to get to the playoffs, and it's exactly what they have the opportunity to do this week in Orlando.
Meanwhile, our professional baseball team, the New Orleans Zephyrs, came off of the break, the All-Star break, and figured they might be able to get some momentum going forward, being 7 out at 500 heading into the second half, as it were, following the break. Did not happen. They lost 3 or 4 to a lowly Nashville team.
Yeah, tough way to get things going coming out of the All-Star break, but still, a good bit of the season left to go. 6-7 weeks remaining? So, still some time if you can get something together. But now they're headed out on the road, so there was a chance to get some things done in the friendly confines of Zephyr Field, where it seems like it's been raining every day. But they did manage to get all 4 in. I know the first game of the series had like a 2-hour delay at the start, and fought the weather some other days, but got them all in. Unfortunately, came out on the short end of 3 or 4.
Yeah, they did. Just wasn't what they were hoping for or looking for. The New Orleans Pelicans, they finished their summer league competition out in Las Vegas. Not much to write home about, but then again, they really didn't have too many guys to look at that they were really counting on. I think people were interested in Withey, somewhat interested in Miller, interested in Austin Rivers. Beyond that, not a whole lot. Whether or not they bring back Roberts, Thomas, whatever the case may be, there wasn't a lot there in terms of compelling story.
Not a lot of storylines. It's good to see some basketball, again, involving some of these guys. And 3 of these guys are sticking around in Las Vegas to participate in the USA Basketball's summer camp out there as they start to get ready for the next Olympic cycle. So Ryan Anderson, Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday, all getting a chance to participate in that. It'll be, interesting to see how they stack up, as it were, with some of the other NBA greats and some of the younger players who haven't even made it to the NBA yet.
And one final note on a national or even international basis, Phil Mickelson winning the 142nd British Open in Muirfield, Scotland. And this is one of the good guys that I wrote about. And just to show you the kind of reaction, the Twitter world is abuzz with his peers all praising him and talking about, hey, what a great thing for this guy to win. And they all like him, and that's a positive thing. And kind of spurred interest on our site, too, because Jimmy Hedrick, Rick Gailey, and I all wrote on this.
Yeah, it's no doubt a feel-good story. Here's a guy who came, he's won 4 major championships prior to this weekend, and I don't think anybody expected him to go out there and shoot 66 on Sunday and come from 5 shots out to win the tournament. He's not been a guy. He's basically had to change his game to be able to play over there, but he's taken on the challenge, and now he's won 3 of the 4 majors. And love the response yesterday. Can we take those 6 seconds and combine them into a win in the U.S. Open? So I would have the career Grand Slam. That's all he's missing is the U.S. Open now, a tournament that he's finished second in 6 times, and you got to wonder, is he going to get another realistic shot at, was this his best chance this past year to finally get the career Grand Slam.
He's 43. I think he's still got a little shelf life, maybe a couple of years. We saw what Jack Nicklaus did at the Masters when he was 46, so stay tuned for that. Of course, you can read all kinds of prep previews on the website, the most recent one, Archbishop Hannon, and their program that continues to grow. And you can continue to follow our recruiting news on a regular basis every day as well. A lot of good stuff there from Renee Nato, yours truly, and beyond. So we hope you will at sportsnola.com. Lenny, have a great week.
All right, we'll see you later this week.
That's our First NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank, 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. That's First NBC Bank. For Lenny Vangilder, I'm Kenny Trahan. Have a great week. God bless you.